I see the Wales didn't win the rugby again on the weekend. I didn't even know there was a game. Saturday evening, I went down the local B&M Bargains, and this guy there, and he said to me, "Oh, do you watch a game, mate? Do you watch a game?" I went, No, I don't watch it. What was it? The rugby? Yeah, we lost, did we? Yeah. Oh, you're a football boy, are you? I went, No, I don't watch any of it, mate. It doesn't interest me. So, well, Cardiff won. But, well, you know, you're a Welshman. Welshman should support his local teams. Says who? What, is there a rule book? Is it written by the same divvy that wrote the rule book on how to be a man? I don't care. I mean, I tell you, it's like this. Somebody that I know who lives in my area or grew up in the same area, his son plays for Wales. I support him. I support him because I know his dad, and I want his dad to be proud, like he is already. So him, I support him, but I don't really care if they lose. It means nothing to me. You know, I've seen grown men crying because their favourite football team didn't win. I'm just like, you fucking sad cunt. What the hell? You know, these are the same people, okay, that laugh at me because I like my movies and I like my music. You know, I like to wear the t-shirts. I like to collect, as you can see. You know, and they're the ones who, oh man, there's a bit of a weirdo, they're a bit of a nerd. And then look at you with your fucking £80 fucking top, celebrating a team that hardly ever fucking wins. Alright? At least I know when I put Dawn of the Dead into my DVD player, at least I know that for 2.5 hours I'm going to be happy, I'm going to enjoy it, and I can also watch it again the next day and still enjoy it. Okay, if I put my Amyl and Sniffers CD in, or my Rain in Blood CD into the CD player and listen to it, I know that for half an hour I'm going to be happy. Alright? As far as teams go, it's a gamble. I mean, I don't know if anybody knows this, but apparently every time that Wales lose a rugby match, especially against the English, the domestic violence statistics in South Wales increase. It's disgusting. How sad of a man do you have to be so emotionally invested in a fucking ball game which you ain't even participating in, okay? You're just a fucking spectator, and you're so emotionally involved that when your team doesn't win, you have to take that disappointment out on your wife or your girlfriend. You fucking sad cunts. It's disgusting. You know, as a matter of fact, okay, I don't know what this is. Is it the Live Nations or... You know, if the Welsh team starts slacking even more, okay, I recommend that what the coach should do is start showing the players photographs of the victims at half time. Be like, hey, look at poor Mrs. Morris from Treherbert. 32 and she only got 4 teeth left in her head. So you think about her the next time you got control of the fucking ball. Okay? Man. I don't care where you're from. Okay? You know, I'm Welsh by default. Okay? And do you know what? There was no prerequisite except I came out of the penis of a man who fired into a woman whose vagina that I then dropped out of, and they were both Welsh. Alright? There was no slaying of dragons, there was no shooting arrows out of turrets at the English from a castle, or whatever the fuck, I don't know. I'm Welsh, alright? And I choose to be how I am. I haven't got to follow your fucking tribes. Honestly, man, makes me... I mean, you know, it's like when you go on holiday and you bump into another Welsh person. You know, and they think that all of a sudden you're going to be friends. You know, all right, bud, how you doing? Guess what? I'm from Wales. I'm Welsh. Oh, how lovely for you. What do you want? A fucking blowjob? You know, you're the exact same person that I came on holiday to get the fuck away from. All right, so I don't want to talk to you. I don't care. All right, that means absolutely fuck all to me. Sorry. There's people who go, oh, well, you know, that's it. Oh, fuck off. All right. Oof. I mean, I remember once me and my mate Steve, who's one of the best artists in Wales, by the way, but we went abroad, we went travelling, okay, from the top of France to the bottom of Spain. And we were in France, I believe it was Bordeaux, and we're in a bar, and there was this big American bloke, okay, blonde hair, blue eyes, you know, one of those like, USA, USA. And he couldn't handle his drink, and he was going around, and in the corner there was this French lady reading a book and smoking a cigarette. He's all there, and he goes up to her, and he says to her, hey, do you know that one of the most preferred cars in France is a Renault? What the fuck? Well, what a chat, like, you know? And me and my mate were like... And eventually he comes over to us. Oh, where you from, man? Where you from? We say, oh, you know, we're from Wales. Hey, man, well... And he started to sing the Welsh national anthem. Okay, in Welsh or whatever. He started to sing it. Glad, glad. And he said, oh, do you know what that means? And me and my mate were like, no, we don't speak Welsh. So what do you mean, man? What, you're Welsh and you can't speak the language? You should be fucking ashamed of yourself. And then my mate Steve turned around to him and he said, well, if speaking your own language is so important, why don't you recite us a poem in Apache? Okay? There we go, in a nutshell. Doesn't matter. I don't care where you're from, okay, as long as you're respectful. I mean, you know, well, almost 30 years ago now, I used to work behind the bar in a hotel, and on a regular basis you'd get Welsh celebrity sports stars that would come in. And the manager always used to be like, oh, we got such and such coming in now, you know, he plays for such and such, and listen, I've got to be respectful. I'm like, no, I haven't got to be respectful. Okay, I haven't got to change my usual attitude because a Welsh sports celebrity come in. I don't give a fuck. Okay, if they treat me with respect, I'll treat them with respect. And not all of them. Some of them were very nice, but some of them were arrogant fucking pricks. So much so that one of them, I think I mentioned this in the very first episode of A Coffee with Kev, one of them came in and kept on calling me Tubby and snapping his fingers. So I poured a shot glass of piss into his pint of Guinness. Twice. And the night porter, who was also a very big lad, the guy was calling him, he was going to go, what, you know, this Welsh sports star was like, God, what is it with all you people working in here? God, they're all fat fuckers, isn't they? Talking to his missus and this and that. So, yeah, he ordered a focaccia bap with salmon in, I think. And I remember the night porter's calling me, he's going, Kev, look at this, look at this. I turns around, and by the way, this night porter, okay, had a really big set of genitals on him, okay? Big balls and a big penis. And he had them in between the focaccia bap, rubbing them. Like, yeah. Anyway, I wonder if he likes this. So, we're watching this sports star there, tucking into his bap, and we're laughing, and we laughed so hard that I pissed my pants. It was one of the best laughing fits that I've ever had in my entire life. It was great watching this guy. Hey, Tubby. Oh, he wants another drink. Right, let's get back to the urinal. cunt. You treat me with respect and I'll treat you with respect, regardless of where you're from, okay? It doesn't matter if we're born in the same city, alright? It doesn't matter. If you're disrespectful, fuck you. I don't care, alright? I could not give a shit. You know, it's like fucking, you know, I mean, don't get me wrong, the Welsh thing, it does work sometimes because, again, when I was away with my friend travelling, and bear in mind, this is like, you know, almost 30 years ago, there was this couple of American girls in a bar in Seville, in Spain, and they were coming up to us like, and they're saying, hey, where you from, where you from? I said, oh, Wales. Where's that? Is that in England? We're like, no, it's at the bottom of England. A little bit like how Mexico is to the States. And like, oh, wow, amazing. Yeah, and we go, yeah, we speak our own language. We go, really? I went, yeah. And I remember I said to her, I went, Plaid Cymraeg, Pumpen Sgwiliad, Kevin. She went, what? I went, yeah, Plaid Cymraeg, Pumpen Sgwiliad, dos un dau tri. She said, oh, that's amazing. What does it mean? I said, it means that love is born on the shores of Caerphilly, where the eyes of your hills do rest. Oh, man, that's amazing. I went, yes, and so is Caerphilly. You know, it's always been a tradition in Wales that the women buy drinks first. I went, oh, really? I'll buy you a drink, yeah. Yeah, that's where it's helped me. No. I do like watching the hockey, however. My friend Andrew, he has a season ticket for the hockey. That's a sport I can get stuck in because there's always a very good chance that you're going to see a bit of violence between the players. And they're allowed to kick shit out of each other. I remember the first time I went and saw the Cardiff Devils play. I remember somebody got hit in the head with a stick, fighting. There was blood on the ice. It's like, yeah, that's what I want to see. I want to see my sports stars kicking fuck out of each other. And also, I got a good idea. And a friend of mine who passed away last year, Tim Gadaway, I remember we were discussing something called Hoolie Ball. Where you get all the football hooligans. Okay, you know, you got like Cardiff and Swansea, and create a sport out of it. It'll make money. It'll generate money that can be pumped into the economy. Alright? Let's see them fucking punch fuck out of each other. Alright? Give them a ball and chain, okay? Give them swords. I don't give a fuck. You know, you hear all these people on these podcasts talking about, oh yeah, back in the day we did this, did that. It's not like it used to be. It's like, well, you know, let's create a sport. Let's see you all get in there and fuck each other up. I'd pay for that. That'd be entertaining. I'm not interested in like rugby. You know, the thing is, me personally, I'm actually a good football player. Okay, I live on a council estate, and when I was a kid, we always used to play football in the street. And we used to sort out a lot of problems with football, because I remember I was about the age of 18, 19, and my house always used to be a hub for me and my sister's friends, because my mum was hardly there because she had to work a few jobs. And all my friends, okay, we were all like long hair, you know, t-shirts with skulls, ripped jeans, all really scruffy. And we used to hang out in the garden, and people used to look past, and somebody would shout, going, ah, you fucking greasers, and ah, you fucking hippies. And it's like, we ain't fucking hippies. And then one day, because of the animosity, instead of having any more arguments or fights, we decided to have a football match on the fields of the school around the corner. It was brilliant. Okay, we had a good football game. We won. And at the end of it, we all smoked cigarettes. We all told jokes together. And we realised, we're even though we follow different trends and you know, they like shit music compared to the music we like, we all got along and we had really good laughs. And even now, there are people who, you know, say, hey, Kev, remember that time, you know, when you your mate had his motorbike and all that, and we played football. Yeah. It was good. It was a good bonding experience. I haven't got nothing against sports. I like I said, I have a friend whose son plays for Wales. I have another friend whose son lives in Devon. He's going to be a professional footballer. And one of my other close friends, his son plays football in America, soccer, not American football. So I respect that. I respect the people who are playing. Okay, I respect them individually. But I don't have to be part of any fucking team or any tribe or any gang or any group, because that's not me anymore. Because, yeah, you know, it's like with politics. People say that I'm a centrist. I'm not. I vote left. I voted Labour this time around. I know Keir Starmer's not any fucking good, but yeah, I'll vote Labour because, yeah, that's it. I have my vote and that's it. Okay, but you know, I don't align with other people that vote Labour. I'm not going to go along with stuff that they say just because they vote Labour. If I disagree, I'll disagree. Okay, I don't like extremists. I don't like people that would commit acts of violence in the name of the left or the right or whatever the fuck. Okay, I don't care which side you're on. What's it? If you're ramming it down people's throats, you're a cunt. All right, end of story. Well, I'll be back in a minute. Right. Sorry about that. I've got to calm down a bit. Right, there we go. I'm gonna take my hat off. Actually, it's getting hot now. It's been freezing. Yeah, I don't usually take my hat off because I don't like people to see my scars. Okay, I had that one when I was in Vietnam, and that one there is from where the chip was put in my head by Elon Musk. Okay. Oh no. I don't know if anybody knows this, but originally I started this page on Facebook. Okay, it was a Coffee with Kev Facebook page, separate from my personal Facebook. And I had, you know, a couple of thousand followers and was getting views were going up in their thousands. But with that, I had loads of abuse, loads of people commenting, and I just, you know, I couldn't stand it. And that's the reason why a lot of these episodes I've been talking about race and stuff like that, and you know, yeah, it's just a reaction. I'm having a pop. I'm not going to go into it. Okay, if you go back to episode 2, I says it as I sees it. In episode 3, addressing the backlash, that'll give you the full story. Okay, you know, because it was around at the time of the riots, after that sick bastard murdered those 3 girls in Southport, and I understand the anger, but you know, people here in Cardiff, okay, everybody's talking about it, of course, naturally, but there were people that were being abusive to other people because of the colour of their skin, okay? And they're doing it as if I'm, you know, because I'm there, like as if I agree with them or I think it's okay. No, I don't. I don't think it's okay. Alright, but I live in the kind of area where if you have an argument with someone, you know, very likely to have a fucking scrap. And I don't want to fight people anymore. I'm 52 years of age this year. Okay, that's not my way. So I take my anger out on this. I mean, for example, okay, only about 6 months ago, okay, August time, when I first started doing this, we have a family down the road. I think they're from Palestine. I don't know, but anyway, there's about 3 or 4 daughters, and they were out on the wasteland outside my house playing football. And then these 2 blokes, okay, grown men in their 40s, started calling them names, shouting abuse as they're walking past. Grown men in their 40s. You know, and they're using the P word and all this and that. You know, deep down, I wanted to grab them, I wanted to fucking rag them around, drag them across the concrete and kick them in the fucking head. But I can't do that. And the probability is they would have battered fuck out of me. So I get my anger out on here. I'm talking about those people specifically, and the people that have went on my Facebook page and complained. And when I say complain, they didn't complain, they just insulted me. You fucking fat bald wanker, blah blah blah, and having a go at me. You know, all base level stuff. You know, and that's why I've been discussing racism and all things and this and that. Alright, that's why. I mean, I'm still, you know, if I get complaints, I'm still going to rant about it. That's what I do, okay? This isn't, you know, this is just something I do to make me feel better, to take my mind off things, and I enjoy it. It soothes me. Alright, and it's nice when people I don't know watch it and then, you know, give me a nice compliment. Okay, not always. I mean, just after Christmas, after the Christmas episode, I was in the Lidl and this guy came out to you, no, you're Alan's boy, and you're Alan's son. I said, yeah. He said, yeah, your father wouldn't like some of the stuff that you're saying on that telly, on that, you know, the internet. And I'm like, yeah, mate. I said, mate, he died 15 years ago, okay? He got cremated 15 years ago. He's not even worm food anymore, all right? You know, he's dead. I said he wouldn't mind, okay? He knows what I'm like, and even if he did mind, I'm still going to do it, okay? You know, I love my dad, but I'm not living my life for dead people, okay? I'm having my say. And it's a little bit heightened, okay, for the sake of entertainment, for the sake of maybe making people laugh a little bit. I don't know, I'm no genius, all right? And I'm not innocent. I've said terrible things in the past, okay? I've made racist comments in the past. I mean, you know, I live on a council estate. I grew up in it, okay? I've had people kick my head in just because of the way I look. You know, this is what happens. I've had people insult me because of my weight. And, yeah, I've said things back to them which weren't very nice, okay? Because, yeah, they were having a go at me because of my weight when I hadn't done anything, so I would then, you know, I'd respond with a slur. Because, yeah, that's what works in this kind of area. I'm not proud of it. You know? And people were saying that I was a lefty, and yeah, I vote Labour. I vote Labour, okay? I always have done, I always will. I don't like the Conservatives. Alright, you know, I won't vote for Nigel Farage. I always vote Labour. I just have my vote and that's it. It don't mean I agree with everybody that's on the left. You know, people always say, you know, you know, I'm a centrist, I'm up on the fence. Yeah, the reason I'm up on the fence is because I can see cunts on both sides. Okay, I'll be me. I'll you know, I'll give my point of view. I've had my votes and that's it. You know, I don't align with groups, I don't, you know, and, I mean, it's like a story, okay? When I was doing stand-up comedy, this is like, God, must be 15 years ago, I'd say, and I had a gig up in Leeds, and I gets on a coach at Bristol, alright, and at the time, I mean, you know, I've lost a lot of weight, but at the time, I was really big. Okay, and I gets on the coach, and soon the coach is packed, and all of a sudden I can hear people from the back giving it, oh, sit down, fatty. Oh, look at fatty walking up there. Oh, look at him, he can't get through the, oh, look at fatty. Look at fatty. And I looks up, and there's about 5 or 6 Asian lads in their late teens, early 20s. And I go, oh, look at fatty, look at fatty, look at him, and I'm walking up the aisle. Anyway, I comes to a seat next to this guy. I'm putting my stuff in the overhead compartment. And I still doing it, oh, sit down, fatty, we want to get home. Come on, sit down, you fat bastard. Come on, sit down. So I turned round to him and I went, oh, put, ding, ding. And the whole bus just went, And then the guy sat next to the spare seat looks up to him and he said, I don't think I want you sitting next to me after what you just said. And I'm like, what are you talking about after what I just said? They insulted me first for no reason. I'm sorry, but I'm not just going to stand here and take it. Okay? And then he went, yeah, well, you should know better because fat people can always lose weight, whereas Asian and black people can't change the colour of their skin. And I didn't say this because I wasn't quick enough, but inside I'm thinking, well, why would they want to change the colour of their skin for? Are you saying that deep down black and Asian people all secretly want to be white? Hey, I don't think I want to sit next to you neither, you fucking racist. You know, I'm just responding on a street level because I grew up on a council estate and sometimes that's how you have to speak in order to defend yourself. Okay, it don't mean it's right. I'm not proud of it. But then, okay, then the Asian lads at the back said, oh, you sit here, mate, you sit here. Well, they had northern accent. You sit here. So I did. I went and I sat up between them. Within about 5 minutes, we sorted out our differences, okay? We all apologised to each other. And then we spent the rest of our journey taking the piss out of the silly, uptight, politically correct white man sat at the front. You know, and even one of the lads, okay, intimated, he said that guy deep down was probably worried in case they were in fact terrorists and thought that if he'd showed that he was on their side and had to go at me, that they would give him the courtesy of getting off the bus before they blew it up. You know, that's the joke they made. And I had a good laugh with them. Alright? You know, it's not, you know, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I don't. But the people that I'm having a pop at are the people that have had a go at me. For no other reason than I've said something they don't agree with or that's offended them. And yes, like I've said in previous episodes, all the people that have got offended, including the people in my area that have come up with me because they didn't like it either, all the people that have got offended and had a pop are the same exact people that complain about the woke brigade. Which I probably would have done a few years ago, but no, I'm starting to understand things now. I'm starting to understand movements, politics, and this and that. And I'm not, you know, do you know what I'm saying? It's like I'm not humiliating anyone. I'm not making fun of people's personal appearances. I am just reacting to people that have offended me. Okay, I'm not naming names, I wouldn't do that. I'm just having a pop on my little, shitty little channel. You know? That's all it is. Oof. I mean, left, right and stuff. I mean, like, for example, I'll say it's like, this is where I come from with it all. Alright, because you know, I know that I'm going to go back now and look at this episode and think, God, I shouldn't have said that. I should have made a point. Should have done that. This is all raw. It's not planned. Okay, I'm not well enough at the moment to get things down and to plan things meticulously. So it's very raw, and I may say things incorrectly, not in the way that I would want to if I could go over stuff, but I can't be looking at the screen all this time because it gives me a headache and makes me want to puke. But you know, as far as like teams and stuff like that, is like I'm trying to give an example. It's Jacob Rees-Mogg. Okay, I Jacob Rees-Mogg. Okay, from the Conservatives. I would never vote for him. The guy makes me cringe. I don't know if any of you have ever seen a video of him in the Houses of Parliament sitting down like that with his feet up, really disrespectful while they're talking about it. That in itself angered me so much, and I hated that guy. Okay, but then I remember seeing a video on YouTube of Jacob Rees-Mogg walking down the street with his son, and his son must have been about 10, and all these like lefties accosted Jacob Rees-Mogg and his son, and one of these guys, who I may be mistaken is a well-known left-wing activist, and he's turning to his son and saying, your dad's a very bad man, right? It's like, dude, that's a child you're traumatising. You're traumatising a child. It doesn't matter what side of the fucking political spectrum you're on. You are now humiliating a child because you don't agree with his dad. That makes you a cunt. I don't want to be associated with people like you just because I may vote for the same party. You're not on my side. I'm not on your side. You're a cunt because you are traumatising a 10-year-old boy because of his father. That's cowardly. Fuck you. Okay? And that's why I'm trying to express myself on these videos, because I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just saying what I'm saying, okay? I'm going to go back on this and think, oh, I should have said this, I should have said that. At the moment I can. I'm saying what I'm saying. I'm trying to express myself. I'm trying to balance whatever the fuck. It don't matter. It don't matter. I got to quit today. I'll try and get another episode up. Hopefully they're going to be shorter again. I wanted to do one for Valentine's, but I think I'll have to do one as a post-Valentine's episode on the next. I'm sure I've said one or two things incorrectly here, and if I have, I apologise. I'm just saying what I'm saying, okay? Like I said, I'm not holding a gun to anybody's head. I'm not forcing anybody to watch my videos. Alright, I mean, if you don't like them, if they offend you or they upset you, why would you watch them? I mean, where do you think vegetarians go to be entertained? The fucking butcher shop? Alright. So yeah, that's why I no longer have the Facebook page, and why I've only got a YouTube channel, and I'm not going to redo this episode, folks, and go back, because I just think, but anyway, it is what it is, okay? And I apologise if I've offended anybody, but just take it with a pinch of salt, okay? I'm just a normal bloke. Anyway, peace and love to everyone. Take care, folks. Bye.